Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Zrev. Welcome to another MLB The Show 20 card review. In this one, I'm going over the highly requested 92 overall Veteran Robb Nen from the San Francisco Giants. This card was obtainable as a headliner in previous headliner packs and is no longer the featured headliner, so you can just get him in regular packs now. He's currently selling for around 35,000 stubs, so this is actually kind of a difficult card for me to review, given my experience with this card in the past, and I have a lot to talk about in regards to that, so stick with me. But I know a lot of you guys in my comments have been asking for this card, so hopefully it helps you out. First off, the basics. If you play mostly on All-Star, I do not think this is a good card. The speed differential between his off-speed and his fastball is just not good enough, which ironically is a core of his strength on higher difficulties. But you really need Hall of Fame or Legend pitch speeds for this card to be in full effect. So if you play mostly below 700 rating, this is probably not the card for you. You also can't take advantage of his insane hits per 9 and K per 9 and pitching clutch, which all shrink PCIs. Those don't have quite the same effect on All-Star that they do on Hall of Fame and Legend. So just getting that out of the way. That being said, I think this card is amazing on Hall of Fame and Legend. I think this is one of my favorite relievers, and he will not be leaving my pen anytime soon, but I must say that with a disclaimer. So I have loved Robb Nen cards. I did amazing with this card, the same card last year. He was one of my favorite relievers last year, but a lot of people in my circle, a lot of other top players really do not like this card. So I can't tell if I'm in the minority or if they're in the minority, but just keep in mind that a lot of other top players really don't like this card. But for me personally, my opinion, I love this card, and I think it has something to do with my pitching style. So you're really gonna have to evaluate your pitching style and ask yourself if this is the card for you. So this card really thrives, I think, by throwing off speed high, especially on higher difficulties. So I'm talking about sliders and splitters up in the zone or middle of the zone. And the reason you want to throw them high is because they're so hard velocity wise. So he can gun the slider up to 94, he can gun the splitter up to 93. So when you're throwing these high in the zone, they tunnel exactly like his fastball, and you're going to end up with a lot of early swings if they're sitting fastball. And on top of that, if they're trying to sit off speed, or if they recognize that it's off speed out of the hand, it's still hard to sit back on them correctly. So this card pitches amazing, vertically tunneling, and I don't think a lot of people pitch vertically as opposed to horizontally, so maybe that's why I love this card and other people don't. But let's think about, let's just say, a splitter up in the zone. So the reason I think this card is so good, in my experience, is because it's so hard to time up his off speed when it's high. So if I throw you a splitter up and in to a lefty, let's say, if you read it as a fastball tunnel out of the hand and you swing as if it's a fastball, you are going to be early on that splitter. You're going to pull it foul, you might swing and miss, something like that. Additionally, if you read it out of the hand as an off-speed pitch, it's still coming in at 93, so you might try to sit back on it, and you might actually end up swinging late, because a 93 mile an hour off-speed pitch is still really fast, and if you slow your swing timing down too much, you're going to end up late on it. So I think because his off-speed is so velocity reliant that you need to be pitching up a lot with this card. You'll see it in the clips after this as well. And I think it just becomes really tough to hit if you can hit your spots with this guy. Obviously, his control ratings aren't the best. He's a little wild. But if you can pitch effectively up in the zone, I think it's a really good card. So I've kind of talked about the same concept for a couple minutes now, but I just wanted to reiterate that's how I pitch with him. That's how I think I have success with him. He can also get his four-seamer up to 101 without an outlier, which is pretty cool. So make sure you're mixing in the four-seamers. Again, tunneling vertically is really good. Throwing splitters in the dirt and then tunneling four-seamers that catch the bottom of the zone. That's another really effective way to pitch with this card. Overall, I just really like him, and his curveball is actually really underrated. It's pretty hard as well and breaks a ton. Don't throw it a lot, but it's a great pitch to kind of buckle someone's knees with. So overall, my summary of review is that I love this card. I think he's one of the best relievers in the game, but remember, these are my opinions. and this is one of those cards where a lot of people disagree with me on this one. So I know that leaves things kind of ambiguous for you guys, but ask yourself what difficulty you mostly play on, and ask yourself if you can have success pitching vertically, tunneling vertically, and if the answer is yes, then give him a shot. He's only 35k. So as always, we'll rate the card how he rates in the meta, and we'll rate him compared to how much he costs. How he rates in the meta, I'll give him an A-. Like I said, I think as of right now, one of the best right-handed relievers in the game, probably relievers in the game, period. He will not be leaving my bullpen anytime soon. And for the price, I'll give him an A- as well. I think 35k is more than fair price for this card. He's probably selling for right about what he should be selling for. So if you were thinking about picking him up, answer those questions that I laid out for you and give him a try if you think you can have some success. So I love all you guys. I appreciate you watching the video. Sorry this part was a little longer. In this one, I just wanted to say everything that I had to say. You can also kind of see how I pitch with them in these clips that are coming up shortly. I appreciate all you guys. Drop a comment if you want me to review anyone in particular. I do read those comments, and those comments are the reason that I pushed this card review specifically towards the top of my list, because so many people were asking for them. So keep asking for guys that you want to see. It helps me out a ton. Enjoy these clips. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Number 31 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. He pulls this one into right, and the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Biggio. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So stepping in, number 0 will swing it from the left side right here. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. At the plate now, Mickey Mantle grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. One is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. So here's the cleanup for J.D. Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0.
I did see that, Mike. It's hilarious, bro.
He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart.
2-1 now. Now the pitch.
101, no outlier. Oh my God. Robb Nen is the truth? Question mark. How do I not throw that again? He was ready for it. Double up on that. Ellipsis. We gotta spice up this music a bit with our own da. This is side account, Mike. Yeah, that's how I feel about him too, Rhett. I'm a little scared to pitch to Joey Gallo right now as the go-ahead run, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like Isringhausen. You gotta throw his curveball a lot. It's his best pitch for sure. And cutter. You gotta go curveball, cutter, almost like 80% of your pitches.
As a pitcher,
What's up, E-Boss? Ellipsis, dude. What's cracking, buddy? How are you, friend? Do I ever play BR? Only when I really need stubs, so not very often. Ellipsis! One more, chat. We're facing the guy that we can't get out under any circumstances, though, so we're fucked. A real man stays loyal to his main account, hey. Sometimes you gotta threaten the main account a little bit, you know, like, I could very easily just hop over to the alt, you know, if you don't stay in line. I don't have to be playing on this account, you know, main account. Yeah, there should be Slim. Ellipsis! Hell yeah, 3 strikeouts! Robb Nen, nasty!